What's up, everybody? It's Mike and Dan from Boys of Fall, and we get a lot of questions about how we get our guitar tones for mixing or recording. So today we're going to walk through how we would get a lead guitar tone, and we are going to use our song Little Disaster off our album Distance for an example. It's got a killer solo in it that Dan gets to just rip. So we are going to talk through how we would build an amp, and then we are going to show you guys an example. So Dan, why don't you tell us a little bit about the that we are using today?
All right, so this is a Neural DSP Archetype Pliny plugin, and this is my favorite dirty amp plugin out there right now. It's particularly this middle channel. It's based off of the Friedman B100, and I've been using various sims and such of the Friedman B100 through my whole time with Boys of Fall. On better moments, there was a few out there by STL Tones that I really liked. And then when we toured that, I was using profiles on my Kemper of the Friedman B100. And then when Distance came around, this plugin was out, and I really, really liked this one. So we opted with that. And now live, I have a Neural DSP Quad Cortex, and I'm running their capture of the Friedman B100. And it's just a great amp, especially for leads. It's bright, it punches through, it feels good.
From a mixing perspective, it's really one of those amps that, like Dan said, it just cuts through. It's that power guitar tone that we're looking for, and we're really not doing much. So as you go into this plugin and you see I have the gain cranked up a little bit from noon, so it's about 3/4 of the way through. The bright knob is pushed up, got a little bit of bass coming in, a little bit of treble pushed up, and then a little bit of presence. So it's just starting with just kind of a good, real kind of rock guitar tone. And as you can tell, like, that lead is not there yet. It's got a good tone, but it needs to get beefed up a little bit. So what we're doing is we're adding a little bit of an overdrive pedal, and that's just adding some of the grit that it needs. Just really brings it to the forefront of the mix. And then from there, we're not doing much else. We're just kind of finalizing with a little bit of reverb and a little bit of delay. Yeah, and it sounds great. And for this particular song, we needed something that kind of had this 80s vibe to it. We just knew the moment that the chorus came in that we wanted this 80s vibe for the song. So what we did was we just brought in a simple Cubase plugin of chorus, and we just added that in, and it just adds a little bit of width, but just like some character. Really subtle, but like it's super important to the overall sound. Outside of that, we're literally just bringing in a limiter, and all that's doing is adding a little bit of extra volume to the track. And then once we bring that into the actual spot on the song, this is what it sounds like. That's how it's done. This is Mike and Dan from Boys of Fall. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to comment on the video below and let us know what more you want to see. Until next time.